Can you relate to that in the sense that what you are currently looking at as an obstacle might actually be something another person, the same thing another person is looking at, and they are taking advantage of it? Yeah? The way you look at that situation will determine how you make meaning of the situation. So obstacles then, so if two people are looking at the same thing and they can come away with two different meanings, then that means obstacles are not what they are. Obstacles are what we are. Because we place our own meaning on that particular obstacle, and we try to make sense based on our history, based on some other things that we may have been through. Perhaps it's trauma. Perhaps it's having been raised in a particular situation, even domestic violence situation, or you've been raised in a low socioeconomic area. You begin to discover that your history, everything you've been through, might actually begin to color the way you look at a particular situation. So if you take it back, if you're not willing to fail, you're not willing to learn. If you're not willing to learn, you're not willing to improve. If you're not willing to improve, you're not willing to succeed. And you begin to say, the moment you begin to look at failure from that point of view, it changes the whole ball game. Because what's actually happening is that particular obstacle, that failure experience, that setback experience is actually setting you up for what you need to learn. Just as the obstacle actually provided that peasant that opportunity to be able to get some planks to move the obstacle away, when you begin to look at setback, that look, what information is this particular situation providing for me? What am I missing? What am I missing in this situation? What am I relating to as from like a habitual standpoint? What information can I get from my environment? How else will another person do this particular thing that I'm currently facing? So to look at that obstacle now and begin to see how you can determine the weak spot in that obstacle. Perhaps you've just lost your job. Perhaps you've just lost a contract. And it's like, wow, what am I going to do now? Well, maybe you have some time on your hands and you need to sit back and you need to begin to think about other things that you can do. Maybe you need to improve. Maybe you need to sharpen your skill in a particular area. You're not designed to solve every problem. I'm not designed to solve every problem. But you begin to discover that there are some problems that will infuriate you more than others. Perhaps that's also a way of you knowing the problem you've been assigned to solve.